Right now at 6, the jury now in deliberation in the Lori Phillips homicide trial. What we learned on the final day of court.
And the annual fundraiser that's highly recognized during the holiday season is officially underway. We are live at one of the locations of the Red Kettle campaign.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Today, Lori Phillips appeared in court for a cross-examination between the prosecutor and the defense for the 2019 fatal hit-and-run case in the death of her husband.
And now the decision lays in the hands of the jury as they continue to deliberate. News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us live in studio with the details. Good evening, Michael.
Ken and Emily, Lori Phillips took the stand today for a cross-examination between the defense and prosecution team. 53-year-old Lori Phillips is facing one charge of second-degree reckless homicide for the hit-and-run death of 48-year-old Mark Phillips. Lori and Mark had gone out drinking with friends on February 22, 2019 until 11 p.m. While on their way back from the bar, Lori told Mark that she no longer wanted to be with him after Mark was being physically abusive throughout the night. Lori decided to leave her home where she tried to get a hotel, but later decided to return home at approximately 2 a.m. The next morning, Lori discovered Mark's body in a snowbank.
She goes over him with her truck. She causes his death. That is unreasonable, and it is substantial. It is unreasonable because it's not based on her need to flee, as she indicated. It is based on her anger.
The medical examiner found that the cause of death was due to blunt force trauma, resulting from Mark being hit with the vehicle. As of now, the decision lays in the hand of the jury. Currently, the jury has been deliberating for over 2.5 hours. Ken and Emily?
All right, Michael, thanks very much. 2 people have been arrested for allegedly harboring an attempted homicide suspect. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office says it arrested Pamela Lean and James Syverson for conspiracy to harboring or aiding a felon. The 2 are out on signature bonds. Anthony Sylvester IV is accused of breaking into a home and stabbing someone inside. He is held on a $750,000 cash bond.
Yeah, it definitely was a cooler day. Below average actually temperatures with only a high of 43 in La Crosse and even the upper 30s further north. Overall, that's where the current temperatures are, pretty much right around where we high temperatures, low to mid 40s, a little bit warmer to the north, but overall it was a pretty cool day, one of the cooler days we've had in a while. That's about 5 to 6 degrees below average what we should be, which is in the mid to upper 40s, but we'll get to that tomorrow really. Overall, just a weak cold front to the north has provided cloud cover and some showers really as you go northeast of Ladysmith. Otherwise, we're watching a little system that's progressing eastward across the Nebraska area, and that will provide more of a shower tomorrow. But otherwise, we're just starting to lose the cloud cover, but it's going to be still extensive for the next few hours. Overall, off and on clouds for La Crosse. 34 degrees as we get down. Once again, very light winds. Overall, pretty typical for almost mid-November now. And for Eau Claire, more cloud cover. We'll see breaks probably later on, but still light winds, and overall 35, 36 degrees, kind of where we should be too. Overall, as you go into the Veterans Day, we are looking at more cloud cover in the afternoon. What might be a shower or two, especially as you go further north. Once again, 47, close to where we should be. I'll break down when we'll see maybe those shower chances as well as what Sunday looks like. And everyone will like next week too with all those temperatures. I'll show all that a bit later in the broadcast.
Sounds good, Greg. Thanks very much. The red poppy plant is nationally recognized as a symbol of support for our veterans. And one local art teacher is using the symbol to make a difference. Jen Dahl is an art teacher at Black River Falls High School. She brought together students and community members to make poppies for the veterans living in Jackson County. The poppies are made of clay, cellophane, and plastic. She says she's excited at the amount of support she got for this project.
I had an open house during parent student success conferences, and lots of people showed up to make a poppy.
The program was able to create over 1,500 poppies. That's one for each of the veterans living in Jackson County. The poppies are being displayed between the high school and the Lunda Community Center field house. Dahl says they plan to save the poppies for future events that will honor veterans.
Viterbo University held a Veterans Day program at the San Damiano Chapel today. Key speakers at the event, including Senator Tammy Baldwin, paid homage to veterans and current service members. Patriotic music played throughout the ceremony, courtesy of Viterbo students. It was followed by a raising of the U.S. flag and POW MIA flag. The university says there are many ways people can pay their respects to our military heroes this Veterans Day.
A handshake, a hug, a pat on the back, just recognizing it's that easy, and it is truly appreciated.
The formal ceremony was followed by a luncheon for attendees. There are currently 350,000 veterans in Wisconsin.
Republican Congressman Derek Van Orden is spending the day visiting with area veterans in Sparta. Van Orden, a former serviceman himself, held a listening session for those vets to share concerns about the VA system or to ask questions. The Prairie du Chien Republican says it's important for government representatives to show veterans that their service means something.
People need to know that you care. I mean, I wanted to be on the Veterans Administration Committee because I care about my brothers and sisters. And there's one thing you can give somebody that you can never get back, that people really understand that you care, and that's your time.
One issue that was brought up today was the removal of the self-service kiosks at the VA centers.
The city of La Crosse dedicated a project 8 years in the making. This afternoon, the La Crosse City Vision Foundation honored local military servicemen and women with a new statue at Riverside Park. The bronze statue is of an American flag and a bald eagle. The base has the emblems of the 6 branches of the U.S. military engraved on it, and the area around it is paved with granite so that it will stand forever. A local veteran shares his thoughts on the new addition to the Riverside Park.
No, this is super. I couldn't think of a better thing to have to honor all veterans, past and present, and the ones coming up.
If you'd like to visit the memorial statue, it is in Riverside Park along the river.
Well, the Salvation Army is getting into the holiday spirit because the Red Kettle campaign begins today.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall is learning more about the annual fundraiser. Jeremy?
Ken and Emily, right now I'm at the Festival Foods off Copeland Avenue. Earlier, I was at the Festival Foods off of State Street, where Major Alan Hellstrom kicked off the 2023 Red Kettle campaign. Every year, the Salvation Army partners with community members to raise money for the nonprofit organization. Every year, Scott Hall spends his holiday season ringing bells.
I have some friends at work that did it, and I thought it was a great thing to be doing.
Each week, he joins numerous other volunteers and participates in the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign.
Everybody's so congenial and happy, and it's really it makes me feel a lot better.
Today, the decades-old fundraiser took off for another year of success. Every year, the Salvation Army holds the popular fundraiser from November to December, and proceeds go toward its annual budget. The money is used to provide resources to the community and help the most vulnerable by providing meals for the holidays, along with helping families during the season. Major Alan Hellstrom has been ringing bells since he was a teenager.
It teaches people to get involved in the community. I've met people through the years that have told me they rang bells when they were a teenager, when they were part of the National Honor Society, and then they go on and they teach their children to ring the bells, and it's just a way to learn how to give, and it becomes generational.
This year, Hellstrom hopes to raise $300,000. No cash, no problem.
So we have things like Tip Tap, where people can use their credit cards. We have the virtual kettles online. We have QR codes and other ways to give for the cashless society.
Now, the campaign goes until December 23rd. To find out where you could donate, or if you want to donate online, be sure to go to news8000.com. We will have a link attached to this article. Live in La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now. Ken and Emily, once again, bringing it back to you guys.
He's in the spirit.
Getting into it, yep. Thank you, Jeremy. Well, the Space Shuttle Endeavour is one step closer to launch. Well, at least the museum exhibit is. Rocket motor number 2 is now in launch position at the California Science Center. One motor was lifted into position earlier this week. Now the second one is also standing up. The 116-foot long solid rocket motors will be part of the vertical display of the Space Shuttle Endeavour. When completed, this will be the only launch position shuttle display. Organizers hope the exhibit will help inspire people to learn more about science and space exploration.
An ambush by Florida police leaves 2 of its own in the hospital. The latest information on what unfolded in the Sunshine State.
Plus, Boston students were left out of the classroom today. What led teachers to refuse to teach their lessons? After this.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we honor those who have served and sacrificed. To show our gratitude this Veterans Day, we're offering unbeatable deals throughout the store, like Peak Premium Antifreeze and Coolant, $4.99 a gallon after sale and rebate. Get instant savings on select sets of Goodyear tires and up to $100 in consumer rebates when you buy 4. Plus, now through Saturday, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Guys, just like pivoting from cooling to heating season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot into winter, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
Called GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Signs build brands, create impact, and grab attention. Signorama Lacrosse is your full-service sign center. We use the latest technology and highest quality products to produce custom signs, vehicle wraps, banners, wall murals, window graphics, and trade show displays. Signorama Lacrosse Design Services will help create the perfect sign to advertise your product or business. We can custom make any type of sign, including box signs, channel letters, custom logos, digital graphics, and directory signs. Signorama Lacrosse, locally owned, globally known.
At Batteries Plus, we bring power to your life. Can your car battery survive another winter? Come to Batteries Plus for a great selection of auto batteries, battery testing, and installation.
A Florida Sheriff's Department is releasing incredible and dramatic video of an attack on 2 of its deputies, calling it an ambush by a man in a speeding vehicle.
The Hillsborough County, Florida Sheriff's Department says it all started with a 911 call yesterday. 2 deputies responded to a woman saying her grown son was acting irrational and violent and drove off after deputies tried to talk to him. 28-year-old Ralph Boozy later returned to confront the officers, who deployed their tasers in an attempt to subdue Boozy.
We're ordering him to the ground. We're issuing arrest commands. He ignored those commands. They both deployed their taser. He went to the ground and they were able to secure him without any type of further incident.
The sheriff says 2 other responding deputies had to jump between their patrol cars to escape being hit when Boozy returned to the scene Thursday. They were not hurt.
The Sheriff's Department has not said if they believe mental health played a factor in this latest incident.
Schools in the Boston area were canceled today after teachers voted to go on strike effective immediately. In a written statement, the Andover Education Association says it's tried to bargain with the school committee more than 24 times. The union wants a 16% raise for teachers, protections for educator planning time, longer lunch and recess for students, and access to paid family and medical leave. A mediator is now stepping in to help with those negotiations.
And we got warm conditions coming up here. We're looking at a stretch of maybe 50s near 60s going all the way through next week. I'm going to break down when we might see some rain, when the pattern may switch, all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
One of the biggest mistakes you can make when shopping for a car is committing to a loan payment. Once you do that, you've lost control over the entire transaction. Control over the price of the car, what you're gonna get in trade, maybe even your interest rate. So if you want someone to help you along with this transaction, give me a call or one of my great loan officers.
Farmers Credit Union.
It's easy to take freedom for granted, but it didn't just happen. Freedom was fought for, cried for, bled for. We understand no gesture of gratitude will ever be sufficient. Today and every day, we remember those who served steadfast for duty, honor, and country. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten.
No matter what kind of store you visit, no matter what kind of tobacco you ask for, it's illegal to sell tobacco products to anyone under 21. So remember to bring your ID. It will get checked. Because in Wisconsin, 21 means 21, no matter what.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $2,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Yeah, we got Veterans Day tomorrow, and overall we're going to see warmer conditions, but cloud cover is going to be coming into play with some showers maybe in the afternoon and evening all the way to midnight. I'll time those out, but overall not too bad of a day for most of it, considering we'll be a few degrees warmer than we were today. Once again, we'll time out those showers that are tomorrow in the afternoon, even going into Saturday night. Once again, a lot of areas will just see cloud cover with a sprinkle or something. And then maybe we get a pattern change with more showers coming late next weekend. But we're going to have a pretty good dry stretch going on here for the next 5 to 6 days after tonight. Overall seasonal temperatures 40s tomorrow, 50s back Sunday, and next week 50s with some low 60s. Once again, record levels this time of year are about in the low 70s. So not quite record level, but definitely warmer than we should be. Overall, as you look at tonight, we'll see on and off cloud cover. Really, as you go wake up tomorrow morning, that's when the best chance of seeing the sun will, because by the afternoon, we have this little weak system that's going to begin to lift northeastward. And that's going to provide at least increasing clouds, and then probably by the afternoon, maybe some of this precipitation up there could start reaching the ground north of I-94. Once again, a shower or two up there with could even be a flake or two of snow as you go further northeast. And then by the afternoon hours, as it gets closer, I think more of the areas south may start seeing a shower towards the evening hour. Once again, better chance you go further north. Once again, more light, maybe just cloud cover for areas to the south. So that's what we're kind of dealing with tomorrow. So once again, won't be an all-day rain. Most areas will stay dry, but you might notice a sprinkle. And especially as you go northeast, you might even see some flurries further up there too. We should see clearing skies once we get towards later in Saturday night. Snow-wise, like I said, morely to the northeast. If you go northeast of Ladysmith, it might see more accumulation. But some of these areas up there might see a transition to some snow or rain, depending on temperatures, what goes on. Overall, once that system kicks off to the east, we have winds around from the south and continue all the way through Sunday. Turn around from the west, and you notice all the way downstream, there's nothing there to come. So that's why we're seeing really nice conditions, at least through Tuesday. Very little way in the cloud cover. Notice that we're going to saying is we're going to have a little bit of a front maybe come Tuesday, Wednesday. That'll be just really some clouds and maybe a little bit of a wind shift. And then the pattern change, we're watching the system that'll come out the Pacific Northwest. It'll eventually work its way to our area. But for right now, a lot of the precipitation seems to be focused more to the north with it. We got maybe a little bit of a front coming through, breezy conditions Thursday, and then cooler temperatures. And we'll see what plays on with this, because this could show the next best chance of rain coming, or maybe even some mixture coming in towards next weekend. But for right now, I think most of the weekend is looking still good all the way throughout that. Overall temperatures, we're looking at a lot of above average, a lot of pink on the screen throughout starting Sunday, and that continues all the way through next week. We're not going to see much in the way of seeing below average temperatures, maybe not until the way we get till next weekend. Once again, 15 to 20, not record, but pretty close, high up there. Overall tonight, Going to have upper 20s, low 30s. Once again, cloud cover off and on. We shouldn't see any precipitation tomorrow. Some sun in the morning, more clouds in the afternoon, and there could be a rain or snow shower. Better chance to go further north towards Ladysmith, those areas. That could extend into the evening. Not an all-day rain, but something to keep a note of. I think we'll see more sun then. Obviously, we get towards Sunday, and that will reflect with the temperatures getting into the mid to upper 50s, and it'll continue through about Wednesday and Thursday, and then maybe we have some more rain coming in towards next weekend, but that looks still a little bit iffy. But notice the temperature still by next Saturday, low 50s, which we should be in the low 40s by that time. So even then, it's not that bad.
No, we'll happily take that.
Yes, especially when considering, you know, a couple months from now, you'll definitely take that.
That'll be quite a different story.
Yes.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, Mabel Canton Volleyball just 2 wins away from a state championship, plus a big night on the gridiron. Both Bangor and Aquinas with shots at punching tickets to Madison next week. Blue Golds and Cardinals have to get through level 4 first. Rob is in next.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
100 years. There are very few businesses that have withstood this test of time.
But it was in 1923 that our family opened a 2-stall garage and used car dealership in Pleasantville, Wisconsin. Serving the surrounding communities that today has grown into the Osseo Automotive family of dealerships.
A commitment to excellence through a century of automotive innovation is waiting for you.
Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford. Check us out at OsseoAuto.com.
Get ready to save some money because it's still going on. The King Furniture Total Renovation Sale with hundreds of recliners, motion furniture, bedroom furniture, and more. All drastically reduced. Over $2 million of quality name brand furniture at incredible prices. Like these Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $299. Queen mattresses starting at $349. Reclining sofas starting at an incredible $699. Do not miss the King Furniture Total Renovation Sale.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
Hello? Yeah, this is Russell Nicolay. Yeah, bald head, sunglasses, you got it. Yeah. Billboards, baby.
Whoa, 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 man. Hey, if they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay. Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
Fake beard, really, man?
Oh, come on, it's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Big night for a couple of our high school football teams. Both Aquinas and Bangor just 1 win away from punching their ticket to Madison next week. But we're going to start the show with a team looking to punch its ticket to the state title game tomorrow. Let's go to the Twin Cities. Mabel Canton volleyball team just 2 wins away from a state championship. Cougars taking on Mare Lutheran today in the state semis. First set, Crusaders in control. Cougars, they can't return it. Mare Lutheran wins the first set 25-14. Cougars with some work to do in the second. They get it done. Sejal Slafter drops one in. Mabel Canton takes the second set 25-19. Nice response from the Cougars. We're all tied at 1 set apiece. Let's go to the third. Crusaders answer back in a big way on set point. Cougars can't send it back. Mare Lutheran takes a 2-1 lead in this best of 5. Cougars clawing back within 3 in the fourth, but the Crusaders closed it out in 4. Cougars put up a fight, but their season ends just 2 wins shy of a state title. They'll play in the third place game on Saturday. Warriors are still alive. Caledonia got past Concordia Academy last night in the state quarterfinals with a 3-set sweep. Warriors now just 2 wins away from a state title. They'll look to punch their ticket to the state championship game when they take on Pequot Lakes tonight at 7 up in St. Paul. On the gridiron tonight, bring on level 4. 2 of our area teams are still alive, and they'll be looking to punch their ticket to Madison tonight in the state semifinals. Bangor got its biggest win of the season last Friday when the Cardinals went into Cashton, handed the Eagles their first loss of the year. Doesn't get any easier for Bangor tonight. Cardinals clashing with Edgar in level 4. That game kicking off in Durand at the top of the hour. In Division 5, the Blue Goals are just 2 wins away from their 3rd straight state championship. Aquinas getting a big win at home last Friday over Columbus in level 3. Blue Goals are in the Dells tonight, taking on Horicon Hustisford in level 4. We'll have highlights from both those matchups later on tonight at 10. Blue Goals Cardinals, a shot at securing a spot in the state title games next week. Should be fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 programs that are just consistently around this area in recent years, getting to this level. They've been to state before recently. Aquinas, of course, been one of the most dominant programs in this area for the last few years.
I always hear him mention them.
Yeah, and they lost a lot of pieces. So
they
to
did.
get back to this point, it's great coaching, great culture. We talked about, me and Katie were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
It's just something about that program. It just feels like whoever steps in just just kind of takes the reins and just goes with it, because they lost their quarterback.
Right.
So when you lose your quarterback, usually you have that down year, maybe.
Sure.
Not them.
Yeah.
And, we'll see if they can get to the state title game tonight.
All right, fingers crossed for both Aquinas and Bangor tonight. All right, Rob, thanks very much. We'll be right back after this.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
At Batteries Plus, we bring power to your life. Can your car battery survive another winter? Come to Batteries Plus for a great selection of auto batteries, battery testing, and installation.
Save big on your painting projects with 11% off everything at Menards. Ultra is an interior paint and primer in one that provides a clean, durable finish. Get a gallon for just $19.29 after rebate. Save time on your painting projects with Grand Distinction. It's a premium paint and primer in one that offers superior surface coverage. Pick up a gallon of Grand Distinction interior paint for only $32.89 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. 24-pack Pepsi products, just $8.88. Basket and Bushel green grapes, just $1.48 a pound. Mrs. Grimes beans or chili beans, only 69 cents. A dozen Hy-Vee large eggs, just 99 cents. Jimmy Dean bacon, just $2.99. And lots of Matzo pizza, only $4.99. Get these great deals and more Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
All right, more clouds by the afternoon. We're going to have really seasonable temperatures, but we could see a shower or two, especially in the afternoon towards the evening hour, something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, it's mid-50s all the way to 60 and plenty of nice conditions throughout the rest of the forecast until next week.
Love it.
All right, and on this Veterans Day weekend, we'd like to thank our servicemen here, Rob for his time in the Marines and Greg in the Air Force.
Have a great
We appreciate
Veterans Day,
what
everybody.
all y'all did. Bye.